So Halloween printables are huge sellers on Etsy right now. And one of the trendiest products you're going to see out there and everywhere are You've Been Booed printable signs. These are cute little printables that neighbors and friends will leave on each other's doorsteps that are accompanied by a small bag of candy or a Halloween treat, creating fun, a festive neighborhood atmosphere during the month of October and leading up to Halloween itself. The fun part is they are super easy to make in Canva, and people are selling them for anywhere between $2 to $3 to $5 per download. So today I'll walk you through exactly how to design your own printable sign in order to get it into your Etsy store as soon as possible. And if you want to skip the design headache completely, this exact template plus 70 more are already inside my PLR Essentials membership, so you can literally just rebrand it and list it. But in the meantime, if you don't want to do that, let's jump in and design our You've Been Booed sign now. But actually, before we do that, let me just show you some examples. So this one is a bestseller. It is in demand and 3 people have bought this in the last 24 hours. They're running a 50% off sale, but sales are definitely being made of this. And the great thing is it will sell year in, year out. Moving on to this example, also in demand, 2 people have bought this in the last 24 hours alone. And again, really simple design, really quick to make. Great. This is exactly what we like. Moving on to this one, a simple design, again, 1 page in 20 baskets, £2.99. So in dollars, that might be $3 to $4. And lastly, this one in 12 baskets, £3.34. So $4 to $5 there for this single page printable. So I hope you got the memo. These You've Been Booed signs, high demand, low competition, going to be great sellers, especially in the lead up to Halloween. So let's jump in and create this now. So here we are over in Canva. We are going to click create. And then we're going to click custom size. We are going to make sure the units are in inches, and then we're going to type width is 8 and height is 11.5. And then we're going to click create new design. And then that's going to open up our blank space for us to create our design. Now, whilst that's opening up, we are going to move on over to ChatGPT. I've already started to create my conversation, so just to make it quicker for us to go through this. But my first prompt was, I'm creating a You've Been Booed printable set. What should I include? And so now it has said, if you're creating a printable set, you want to create the boo sign, instruction sheet, gift tags, printable bags, boo basket ideas. So it's given us a range of ideas that we could create if we wanted to create a You've Been Booed kind of comprehensive bundle. In this video, I'm actually only going to create the sign just so that it doesn't go on for too long, but you can actually find the full bundle in my PLR membership. So next up, I said, write me an instruction sheet in the form of a fun poem. This is aimed at neighbours. The reason why I said this is aimed at neighbours is because from my research, I've seen some that are workers and for kids at parties as well. So this is what it came back with. So it's a really fun poem. A spooky surprise has come your way to spread some cheer this Halloween day. So it all rhymes. It's great. It's got the instructions embedded in there. So that's fantastic. I then asked it to shorten it just so that it could all fit nicely on a page. And so it's gone ahead and shortened that. So you just have that back and forth with ChatGPT until you get exactly what you want. What I then went on to do is ask for a fun poem that is aimed at co-workers. And so that's the iteration that you would do. You would go back and forth for it to get exactly what you need. So we got our initial poem and then I asked it to shorten it, but I'm actually going to go with this longer one because I think this is quite fun and we should be able to get it on that page nicely. So I'm just going to copy that and then move on over to our blank space here and just paste that there. And now we're just going to go ahead and create a fun and engaging design. We don't want it to be too color heavy because it's going to be printed out as well. Okay, so I'm going to just click T for text. And then I actually want to just take this bit because this is the title of the design and just put that there. Make sure it's in the center. I'm actually going to take away these emojis there. And I'm actually going to break this up into different sets of text. So I'm going to just take this. I just clicked Control X and then I'm going to click Control V. And so that's in that bulk of that batch of text. Now I'm going to do the same for this bit, Control X and then Control V. And this is just so it makes it more flexible and dynamic when I'm creating my design. So I've just broken it up so that I can move them and resize and things like that really easily. So I'm just copying and pasting just to break it all up. And then I'm just going to arrange these just roughly across the page. And then I'm actually now going to highlight all of those, go to position, and then click tidy up. And then that'll just make them equally spaced down our page. Next, I'm actually going to break this up onto another line. So I'm going to just click Control X again and then Control V to paste that. Because I think for this booed word, I'm going to choose a different font for that. And in extract, let's go and choose our fonts now. So I want something quite bold. So I think League Spartan, I'll go for that. And then I'm going to change all of it to League Spartan. But then for booed, I kind of want it to be like a creepy, kind of Halloween themed, scary vibe. So I'm just going to type in Halloween. Sometimes if you just type in what you're looking for, it then kind of comes back with something quite good. We've got scary stories here. That's quite good. Oh, I like the look of this one. I think, yep, I like this one. So I really like that kind of, it's called Jeepers. So now I'm just going to make sure that is in the center. I am going to increase it in size. Let's try. Yep, I think that will work. Okay, so it's looked like we're going to have to do some amendments here. And I think the first thing I can do in order for this all to fit on the page is to make the line spacing a bit smaller. So I'm going to do that now. So I'm going to go to advanced settings. I'm going to go to line spacing and I'm going to make that 1.2 just so that, as we can see, it's now reduced that line spacing a bit and we can get more on the page. I might increase the font. So now the amendments I've made to this set of text, I'm going to click this kind of wallpaper roller, paint roller kind of symbol, and it says copy style. And then I'm going to apply that style to this as well. And what it's done is it's now increased that font and also reduced the line spacing automatically. And so now we just click that again, do that for this section, click it again, do it for this. And it's just a really easy way of applying different kind of amendments that you might have made to fonts and words within your design. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm actually going to now highlight all this again, go to position, tidy up, so that again, it is equally spaced there in our design. So now we're going to spookify this, it with some cool elements around the sides. So now I'm going to go to elements. I'm just going to type in Halloween. I am going to go to see all. I'm going to click free. And then let's see what we have. We've got some fun things here. So maybe I'll have a cobweb over in the corner here. Since it's You've Been Booed, we definitely want a ghost in our design. So I think that would work quite well. And then all I would do is I'm going to just change out the color scheme of this. Okay. And then what else? So now I think bats would be good here. So actually maybe I'll pull this over here. I'll put these bats over there. Just make them a little bit smaller. And then maybe I'll put this cobweb here. Maybe we definitely want a witch, maybe even a cauldron, maybe even a pumpkin or something like that. Let's use this cauldron. I'm going to put that there. And it's okay if it kind of comes off the page. It just kind of gives it a cool kind of. So we're just going to let that maybe push this up a little bit. Have this over here. What else? A witch, definitely. Highlight all of that. Just make it a little bit smaller, I guess. Just so that we can get more of our kind of these elements around the sides. So that's quite cool there. And then maybe we might want black cat would be good down here. We've got our ghost, we've got a cobweb, maybe a lollipop would be quite fun, or balloons. I think I saw balloons somewhere because we don't want it to be too scary. So I might actually put the balloons here and then bring that here. And then maybe a pumpkin, I think will be good. Put that here. And we don't want to put too much there. Maybe a few stars just dotted around. I'm going to copy and paste and bring that over. Okay, so now we've got our nice design there. I'm just going to move this up a bit. Go to position, get it to tidy up again. So that is all as it should be. And then I'm going to maybe look for like a happy Halloween or something. Or like trick or treat, that could work. I think that will work. Just make that a little bit smaller. Okay, so now we've got our design. I'm just going to change the color of this font here to maybe like, that purple there. And then maybe I'll make this a bright green. Lovely. So there is not much more to this design. We have used ChatGPT to come up with a really fun set of instructions and poem that is engaging and fun. Then we have just brought in some of the free elements from Canva and just dotted them around the side of the design. And then we have made our You've Been Booed sign. So like I said, what you might want to add to this are things such as tags. You might want to add tags, or if you wanted to have a different use case for office workers if they're having an office party and they wanted to do this in the office, then you would change out these instructions again. But this is a really simple but effective design that is going to be great to just quickly get up in your store and make the most of those Halloween sales. Now, remember, if you don't actually want to follow along with this tutorial and you just want the ready-made product, you can secure it in my $9 a month membership, along with a bunch of other products that are ready to go, ready to sell. So I hope you got a lot of value from this video. Feel free to leave any questions in the comments. And until next time, all the very best.